Welcome to For Real Talkers. I'm Bobby,
I'm Jen.
and today we are going to be talking about different pet peeves about women and men's body. But really, we're going to talk about pet peeves of a man body because men
Hmm.
oftentimes very fussy and picky about our bodies, so much so that
Hmm.
women have run out and gotten like body enhancements, whether they enhance their
Hmm.
breasts, their
Absolutely.
boobs, you know, they put a lot of pressure on us, but what they don't know is we have pet peeves too. We might have tolerated it a little bit more, but we have pet peeves too. So let's talk about it today. What are some of your pet peeves? I'm going to start off by saying one of my pet peeves is please do not have an oversized belly. Like, really, you don't have to have a six pack. But if your belly is too big that you don't have a lap because of your belly, I got a problem with that because I'm gonna need to be able to sit on my man's lap if you know what I'm talking about. So we have a little bit of pet peeves too. What you think about that, Jen?
Well, I myself, I'm not body shaming, and I know men have body shame, and women felt compelled to go get surgery,
Mm-hmm.
and I myself have considered it several times,
Okay.
and I'm still considering it. However, I never really had a pet peeve about a man's body, big, small, tall, short, little, like as long as the thing worked in the middle.
I don't believe her, y'all. She's got.
However, no, a man's body, in my opinion, it was his mind, like his mind
Okay.
and his swag. Like if he had that swag, it attracted me. That talk, his mind, that was the attraction, and that would get me like
Okay.
ready to rumble.
Hello, what's up
Uh,
with the swag? Tell us about swag. What does that really
you
mean?
know, like if he was a man's man, he know what to do. Like open your door,
Okay.
put you on the inside of the street. Like tell me like, okay, I'm gonna pick you up. We're gonna go here, here, and there. Tell me about his aspirations, his
Okay.
dreams.
Okay.
His a family man who is you know in love with his woman and treats his woman like a queen. Love the Lord, go to church, those
Oh.
type of things. All of those things would get me open.
Love the Lord, but tell me now,
It's
swag. Is swag like a style? Does
it's
that have to do
it's
with
it's,
style?
it's swag is a it's more than even a style of dress. It's just your attitude, your disposition, all of that all together with the way you walk and the way you
Okay.
talk, where you command attention. Every place you walk into, you walk in like you own it.
Confidence.
Yes.
Confidence. Swag to me is
So
confidence.
so you
Yes.
could you could be big, and you have
Okay.
that swag. I'm attracted to you. I mean, because you have some nice, pretty, ugly people with
Okay.
with ugly insides.
Well, listen, I'm sorry, Jen. So, yes, I do happen to know that Jen don't mind if you're a little bit of a thickum. And listen, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody like what they like, you know. But when we're talking, and I'm not here to body shame either, because I am definitely not perfect. But when we're talking about a pet peeve, like I said, a big old belly. So if you know, like your body isn't perfect,
Hmm.
or if it's not suitable for the person that you're dating, because maybe they expressed it to you somehow
Hmm.
or another, like,
Yeah.
so now when the time comes, and you guys are about to get into the groove and you about getting ready to make it happen for the first time, do you think that if their body isn't right, that you're gonna need a little something extra to get you in the mood?
Well,
To get you in the
okay.
mood?
So yes, I mean there have been times where you need a little extra just to get you in the mood.
Okay.
Um,
What's extra?
and
What's extra? Y'all want to know what she mean by extra, because I want to know what you're
I
talking about.
mean, I'm gonna go back to when the henny's in the system. No, so let's not talk about that. But however, I don't know, and I mean, even my body, I don't want you to have the lights on. So
Oh,
maybe if the lights might be lights off for me, just for
okay.
me. I'm not even saying for him, but I don't want it. I'm certain parts of my body I don't want you to see right now. So for me,
Okay.
it'll be lights off. You know.
And for me, with so much going on, I might need the lights to be on for at least for a quick second so I can at least see what's going on. I want to see what you have. I don't mind you seeing a little something, but yes, for me, it's more romantic to be in the darkness. I prefer the dark. You
I
like
mean,
daylight,
we could
nighttime?
we could dim it. We could dim the lights a little bit,
Okay.
but I mean, lights off is fine for me. You
Yes,
know.
yes. What about some nice music playing in the background? Does that
Oh,
help?
listen, if we there's stories where we music is in the background and we going with the rhythm of the music. The music changed and the rhythm changed. The rhythm changed, y'all.
Well, you got to have that playlist right because you could be
Absolutely.
listening to Luther Vandross and some of that other sexy music. The Isley Brothers. Y'all know I'm sounding real old school, but I
Nah, it's
love my old
okay.
school R&B
It's
music.
classic. It will never go out of style. Never.
And if you listening to what do you call it? I don't know, your Pandora or Apple
Mm-hmm.
Music or something, and all of a sudden one of those fast paced songs come on with Russia. I mean Usher, not Russia, Usher.
If Usher come
Does
on,
that change the mood if it's like a fast
or
song?
Chris Brown.
Something fast, like boom, boom, boom. So if that happens, there's some other things you could do to probably reintroduce that mood, like porn. What about porn? How you guys feel about porn? Do that help enhance a mood for you having some porn?
So, I only was introduced to porn like maybe about two. I don't want to say. I'm not
Talk
gonna
about it,
a
honey.
year ago. Am I out of like?
A year ago,
Am I out of like the loop? A whole year ago because I was
maybe,
like,
maybe.
I don't want to porn. What is that? Like, why? We don't need that.
Okay.
Until I got introduced, and I was like, what's happening here? That's a whole nother podcast for porn. However, it kind of like, brings a little bit more excitement every now and again.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're constantly watching it, I'm going to check you and be like, yo, you like the porn or you like me?
Ooh, 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 ooh.
So,
Well, porn, I think is, I guess the object of the porn is to just get you feeling sexier and to
True.
spice things up for you. I mean, you watching them, but you're supposed to get more excited about the person that's laying next to you. I think that's how that works, right?
and if he's doing this, like, and you're doing it, and he just puts your hand away.
Like, that be
when
like
you try
blocking each other's eyes. You kind of cover up his eyes, like,
and he's trying to watch the porn more than he watching you, then it's a problem.
ooh, hunty. Well, for me, like I'm not against porn,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not something that I feel like I would need. I mean, if my guy wanted to look at it, I could look at it for a minute, but you only got
Mm-hmm.
about a minute or two because I think my chocolate spice is gonna come out,
Exactly.
and we don't really need all of that porn
No, we don't.
for me. But if that's what you like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not against it at all.
Absolutely, I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. So we want to hear what you guys think. So make sure you guys
Yes.
send us messages, comment below. We want to hear what you think about this.
All right. What do you think? Let us know.
Yes.
For real talkers.
Yes, we're real people.
Say real things.
Yes.
So, guys, speaking of porn and pet peeves in the bedroom, Bobby, I have a question to ask you. If a movie crew secretly recorded your last romantic encounter, what show would it be called?
I guess Happy Days. That's what comes to mind. Happy Days. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but it's very old school. And primarily because when I'm getting in with my man, I'm trying to do my best to make him happy. He's trying to make me happy. We want to please each other. So old school moves could always work. We don't need all this new invention stuff. I mean, if you want to bring that in, that's extra. But Happy Days. So
Okay.
what comes to mind for you, Jen? What would you say?
Well, speaking of what show would it be called, I would name my show Blame It on the Alcohol.
Wait a minute, what show is that? You guys heard of that show? Because I ain't never heard of no show. Blame it on the
Which leads me to my next question. What's the last thing you blamed on the alcohol?
Probably your one night stand. Because I never had a one night stand. I'll tell you the truth. I've always had things in my back of my mind, stuff that my brothers would say all the time. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
But
What would you say? Blame
You
it on
know
the
what? I'm not gonna blame it on alcohol because I was in my right mind.
Okay.
I never did nothing crazy, but I would say pet peeves in the bedroom, okay, I was a little nice, so I overlooked certain things.
I want you to put this down because you blocking off all your beautifulness.
That's why I'm holding it because y'all need to see all
No,
that.
isn't she gorgeous? Y'all look at my girlfriend. Jen,
All
go
right,
girl.
we going to the next question. What is the craziest or wildest thing you have ever done?
Oh, I don't know if I want to say that because my mom might be listening.
So she got me saying it.
Yeah, Jen, what was the craziest or wildest thing you ever did?
I'm gonna plead the fifth.
We don't plead the fifth on this show. So you guys comment below. We want to know. So in order for you guys to feel comfortable to tell us, and that means we got to tell them too. So what would be the craziest?
Y'all let us know, because I'm not letting you know.
Next episode.
Oh, I got a good one. And after that, we gonna be done. Is oral sex an added value or a requirement for sexual fulfillment?
Ooh, Ma, close your ears. It's a requirement. It goes
Girl!
both ways. It's a requirement. Like, why not?
Listen, as I said before, no, I'm not testing everybody's mic. I'm just not doing it. However, if we are in a relationship, I'm gonna plead the fifth.
Well, you know something? I would only consider something like that is when I'm in a relationship.
Absolutely.
Because I don't do side stuff. Unfortunately,
Absolutely.
call me a prude if you want, but
I don't
I
care.
have it embedded in my mind that
Absolutely.
for my brothers, street booty. We're going to have another show about street booty because I'm going to bring my brothers on
You're not
so they
doing
can give
street
their
booty.
definition. And they've been in my head for years since I was a teenager. Certain things I just might not be that
You're
comfortable with doing.
You're not doing.
No, it's got to be a boyfriend,
Absolutely.
a sweetheart, my man, a commitment,
Absolutely.
something. Yes,
Absolutely.
for me. But what about you guys? Like, how much fun is it if you're
After
not committed
that,
to the person?
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is my last question, guys.
Did she say that before?
I did.
Okay, go ahead.
Last
one.
question.
You're going to answer this one. Though.
What are your deal breakers? What's your deal breakers for quitting a relationship? So if you didn't get that mic tapped, would you leave? Tell me.
Well, for me, if it's a requirement, that oral, would I leave? I don't know if I would leave, but we would definitely need to have an open and honest discussion because if it's not honest, then you're wasting time talking about it. But one of my deal breakers definitely is cheating. I see no need to cheat. Let's talk about it. Let's figure things out. And the only way we can really figure it out to see if we can actually make things work for the both of us is we have to have honest communication. If you don't want to talk about it, then I got no choice but to maybe bounce.
Just to reiterate what she said, cheating. Like, why? Don't waste my time. I don't want to waste your time. Let's keep it moving. Like, cheating, deal breaker, period. I don't got time to waste. Life is too short.
Yes.
Beat it. Keep it moving. Don't waste my time.
And
right?
for me, I need a man that's somewhat spiritual. Like, you got to be a little spiritual because if you got to believe in something. If you don't, then I don't know how that saying go, believe in something or you fall
for everything. Exactly.
And I definitely am a believer in Jesus Christ. That's my Lord and Savior.
Absolutely.
I'm looking for someone that I can mesh well with. Like, you don't have to be on my level and meet me at that level, but you got to at least believe.
Absolutely.
For me.
I agree.
That was a deal breaker. We're not going to mesh well.
I agree with everything she said. Other than that, you got a chance.
Okay. So there's one thing Jennifer forgot to tell you guys right here. These cards that she's holding up right here. They actually say 4 Real Talkers. And I'm sorry, I'm just going to do a quick plug. But 4 Real Talkers is actually a card game. It's about relationships. And it talks about love, lust, romance, ways that you can improve your relationships. It's definitely a fun game.
Yes. It's so much fun.
A good icebreaker.
Absolutely.
So the game is actually available on Amazon. It's also available on 4realtalkers.com. But anyway, needless to say, whether you're interested in the game or not, join us.
Absolutely.
Each week on our podcast.
Yeah. Every forum.
Yes, all of them. At 4, the number 4, Real Talkers.
Well, real people
say real things.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you for joining us. We loved it. We had a good time today.
We did.
Yes, and we enjoyed you guys for listening. So make sure you comment below and hit the subscribe button and follow us on all social media platforms.
All right, bye.
Let us also know what you want us to talk about, okay?
Absolutely.
Bye.
See you later.